Dave, tell us about your book and why did you write it now?
Well, it's been on the cards for a little while, and about 2 years ago I realised I was getting to a point in my life where it would actually be a story that I'd be proud of, rather than just being a kind of your usual run-of-the-mill kind of fall from grace. So I mean, it's a book, and when I worked with David Luxton, my literary agent, and Jeremy Whittle, who helped me edit it, they always said it had to be a book that I would be proud of 15 years from now. So I think that's what we worked towards, and I hope that's what I've achieved. I think that's what I've achieved, for me personally, anyway.
What's it called, and you write it all yourself?
I wrote it all myself. Yeah, I wrote, like, Jeremy edited it down. I wrote an awful lot, 140,000 words or something. And Jeremy helped structure it down and guide. He was almost a mentor through it, kind of helping kind of point me in the right direction at times and stopping me from rambling. And but it's called Racing Through the Dark: The Fall and Rise of David Millar, which was a working title at first. I thought it was a bit over the top and dramatic, but it's actually ended up working quite well. Yeah.
So it covers all the highs and the lows as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think my career and where I am today is very representative of cycling as a whole today. And I wanted people to understand our world better, rather than getting just these kind of dramatic sort of glimpses of it that aren't really representative of the whole. And I think my story will help people understand kind of the beauty of our sport, but also the darkness that was there for years. And I hope it's an enjoyable read.
And why not? Because you've no plans to retire yet.
No, I mean, I want to do it as long as I can. I love it. So if I can do 4 or 5 years. So I mean, that was one of the reasons I could have easily done it when I retired, but I thought it carried much more weight doing it while I was still a professional. It means that I have to actually stand by what I say. It's easy to retire from a sport and then do a big expose and critique everybody and then just never come back. But I wanted to actually be able to write this and stand by what I've written and help it kind of, and I want to help our sport. I want people to understand it better, and I want it to progress and move forward.
What was the hardest bit for you to write personally?
2004, when that was the hardest bit for me to write, just the actual kind of the rapid downfall. The 2003, from the Worlds onwards, it was all very kind of, it wasn't that it was emotionally hard, it's just I didn't want to write it. I just didn't want to relive that stuff. So yeah, that was the hardest bit.
And when is it on sale? I think it's June?
June the 16th is the publication date, but we're doing the book launch on the 6th of June in London. Paul Smith's actually hosting it very kindly, so we're going to do quite a big event there. But June the 16th, I think, is when it's going to actually hit the shelves.
And it's available on the internet as well?
Yeah, usual, Amazon, etc. So, yeah.
Could it cause some problems or debate, you think?
I think it'll cause debate. I don't think it'll cause any problems. I mean, in a way, it's a two-edged sword in that having it published in the UK meant it was subject to British libel laws, which are the strictest in the world. So anything I had written got watered down anyway. But I mean, I think the book was never for me about causing conflict or creating rifts. It's about people seeing the big picture, and there is stuff in there that will be a bit shocking to people, and I think it is going to open people's eyes to what the real world is like for professional cycling. But it is an optimistic book, and that's what I always wanted. I wanted people to see the sport through my eyes, and I love my sport more than anything. I want to do it for as long as I can, and I want people to get that, but they also have to know that it's been in some pretty dark places, and I've been in some pretty dark places with it.